Millions consuming invisible toxic cocktail of cancer-linked chemicals, according to a new study out of the Environmental Working Group's tap water database. Wow. Let me just read directly here. Millions of Americans are unknowingly ingesting water that includes an invisible toxic cocktail of cancer-linked chemicals, a new survey of the nation's tap water has found. The Environmental Working Group's 2021 tap water database, available to the public as of today, revealed contamination from toxins like arsenic, lead, and forever chemicals like perfluorocanol and polyfluorocanol substances in the drinking water of tens of millions of households across all 50 states and including Washington, D.C.
Biological attack is imminent. Imminent. It's going to happen. It's not a question of will it happen, but when it happens.
A bioweapon release could be the thing they'd release to bring in a world government to counter a global problem. And the UN has said that a global pandemic is the only thing that may save their world government.
This is a biological warfare agent that had leaked out of the Wuhan laboratory.
More and more evidence comes in over time as to why you need to filter your water. And so the base revelation was that, hey, they're adding a neurotoxin to the water known as fluoride, or presented as fluoride. In some such cases, it's hydrofluoric acid, which is even worse. But we know they add that neurotoxin to the water, fluoride. It's been well studied. It's considered a neurotoxin. It lowers IQ. It hurts the pineal gland. And so that was the basis of, let's have a water filtration system that you can drink clean water out of and not have to deal with the fluoride. But then there was all kinds of other news that broke about other chemicals and glyphosates and BPA. Some places they just had chemicals in their water that would light on fire, and they would turn on the tap and they could literally light it on fire, is how bad it was. Of course, you heard about the lead in the water in Flint, Michigan, and many other cases with that. So there's always new reasons why you should be filtering your water at home so that you can have a clean water supply. Well, another study has just come out, ladies and gentlemen, and I hate to be the bearer of this bad news, but here it is. Millions consuming invisible toxic cocktail of cancer-linked chemicals, according to a new study out of the Environmental Working Group's tap water database. Wow. Let me just read directly here. Millions of Americans are unknowingly ingesting water that includes an invisible toxic cocktail of cancer-linked chemicals, a new survey of the nation's tap water has found. The Environmental Working Group's 2021 tap water database, available to the public as of today, revealed contamination from toxins like arsenic, lead, and forever chemicals like perfluorocanol and polyfluorocanol substances in the drinking water of tens of millions of households across all 50 states and including Washington, D.C. The EWG president said this in a statement. The Environmental Protection Agency's Officer of Groundwater and Drinking Water has demonstrated for decades that it is utterly incapable of standing up to pressure from water utilities and polluters to protect human health from the dozens of toxic contaminants in America's drinking water. And it goes on in here with the different toxic chemicals that have been found and all the negative health effects that they have on the human body, including chemicals linked to cancer. So, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're a conservative or a liberal or a Republican or a Democrat or a Trump voter or a Trump hater, we want you to drink clean water. We want everybody to drink clean water. And we've known for years that the toxic water that comes out of our taps should not be ingested by humans. That's why we sell water filters at InfoWarsStore.com. And the good news is it's not just one water filter. We have options. There's all kinds of different options that we have, and they get all the toxic chemicals out. We've done the tests. We publish the tests at InfoWarsStore.com. So we have just kind of personal use filters that is just like a 1-gallon jug with the water filtration device built in when you pour it into your glass. We have big canisters, 2 gallon, 3 gallon, 2.5 gallon, different types of water filters. There are all kinds of options at InfoWarsStore.com. But when you see stories about invisible toxic chemicals that cause cancer in the tap water, that's the sign it's time to get a water filter from InfoWarsStore.com. And if you need another sign, right now, as part of our Black Friday Comes Early sale, free shipping store-wide on the water filters. Heavier items to ship, we have got free shipping on them. So support the InfoWar and support your own body by not drinking the chemical toxic tap water. Filter your water at home. Get the water filters from InfoWarsStore.com. Stop drinking the toxic water. And by the way, I'd stop bathing in it as well. We have shower head filters at InfoWarsStore.com because I don't want to be washing my body with all these cancer-causing chemicals either. So get your shower head water filter at InfoWarsStore.com as well and complete the process of keeping the toxic in the water away from you and your house. And thank you for your support at InfoWarsStore.com in that process. So, of course, when I saw that, ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't help but just be glad that I've been filtering my water now for, I guess, close to 10 years with the water filters from InfoWars Store and others. And I just figured you may want to see this if you don't filter your water yet, if you've been on the fence. I mean, this is kind of a deal breaker right here, isn't it? And aside from me just trying to help fund ourselves here and get you a water filter, I mean, this is kind of a big news story too. Our tap water is poisoned with toxic chemicals that can cause cancer. Kind of a big deal. Kind of an alarm thing going off there when you read that. So figured you'd want to know. And now you do.
It comes at the end of